Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Egld. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see our 1.618 Fibonacci retracement target was met at $24.25. We set this one up a long time ago, and we did bounce off of it, or just have a wick below it, August 17th, and we are making our way back down there. So usually when you have these long wicks, you typically have a bit of a retracement, and then you start coming back down and you start filling up that wick with candles, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. So there is a very good chance we are going to come back down to $24.25 sometime soon. There is also a possibility for a short-term relief rally, so we might have a move to the upside and back test this level as resistance. That would be $28.66. In a more bullish scenario, we would come back up to retest the major descending resistance trend line that we've had on the chart here since February 2023. So we had one rejection in February, one in March, one in April, and then we had a bit of a fake out here in July, and then we dropped. And what we did here in July is also very important because we back tested a previous support level as resistance. So technically we did everything we needed to be doing in order to continue this downtrend. So we're printing lower lows and lower highs, and we are effectively in this long-term downtrend. And until we start breaking some major resistance levels, we're not going to have any targets to the upside. I'm not going to say the bottom is in or anything like that. I haven't said that the bottom was in when we dropped back down here in June. I said that unless we start breaking above major resistance levels, for example, the August 2022 high, we're not going to be, saying that the bottom was in, because that would be just guessing. And I don't like to guess. I just like to use the data that we have, and I like to give you both potential outcomes to the upside and to the downside. So if we are to continue this downtrend, what can we expect? So based on this Fibonacci retracement, we can obviously look at $20.17. And if we go back down or go back to 2020, when we were actually starting this bull run, you can see that we had a back test here at $20.77. We did back test this level as support, which was kind of our resistance that we created back in September when the token or the coin was initially launched. And you can see that we haven't retested that level as support yet. We might be coming back down there. So just in case, feel free to set up some buy limit orders around this area. So 21 down to $20. Feel free to throw in a bunch of buy limit orders. If you get filled, that's great. If not, you still have a good opportunity to average in over here at 25 cents. Obviously, if your average buying price is somewhere around $100, you should be buying right now as much as you can to bring down that average buying price. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, we're sitting in the oversold. We're sitting in the support block here that we were talking about for many months, and we're back testing it as support. And every single time you entered this support block, you had a move to the upside. So if for whatever reason you're looking to buy and then sell, this could be a nice short to mid-term swing trading opportunity. So if you want to make a quick buck on the sidelines, you can do that with Egld, and I would be looking to take profits at this yellow resistance block that we have. This was our support for a few months here, and we were going back and forth around it, but we could target this because we might see a rejection from that level. And other than that, great buying opportunities right now for Egld. I do want to switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see we have a resistance trend line here and we have a support trend line. So effectively, this is looking like a broadening descending wedge because you're getting wider as you go lower. But we are potentially going to be coming back down to the 1.618 here on this Fibonacci retracement, which is currently sitting at $24.80. And this fib is set up from the high in February down to the low in January. So we still haven't reached our 1.618 target on this time frame and on this fractal. So this could potentially be our local bottom for the time being. We are quite overextended from the 20 EMA. So in the next few weeks, we might see a move to the upside. Long term, we might even bounce off the resistance here of the broadening descending wedge. You can see we've had multiple bounces, and this is effectively the trend line that kept us down since August 2022. So breaking above it would be a major bullish signal, but I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. Now here the capitulation target is sitting at $20.90, and you can also target the support trend line for entries, which would take us down to approximately $23, $22.85, depending on when we get down there. So a bounce off of this level would be perfect for an entry. From there, we can see a move to the upside, just like we saw back here and just like we saw back here. Now, taking a look at the RSI, we are very low. And we haven't been this low since December 2022. And what we can do is we can apply a block here, support block, and this would be a perfect entry for Egld. Let me change the color of the block. I don't want to keep it purple. Let's make that yellow. So this block here is going to be a major support trend line for us, or support level for us to hold. We had one bounce in June 2022 and one bounce in December 2022, and maybe right now we're looking for one last bounce in August before we head up. But we can even consolidate here for a few months, maybe do something like this and then come back down. No one knows what's going to be happening. All I know is that once we enter this area, that's going to be a strong buying opportunity. The stochastic is down in the oversold. The last time we were down this low was back in May, and in May, as you can see, we did have this capitulation here, and you could have potentially started entering at these levels here, and you could have made some money, 20 to 25% move to the upside. And if we take a look at the MACD here, we're printing a bearish cross. And the last time we printed a bearish cross, if you don't want to count this one because this was a very quick bearish slash bullish cross event, you can see that before this we printed the last bearish cross in December 2021, and after that we had a massive move to the downside. So I don't know if we're going to be doing the exact same thing here, but usually the bearish cross is an indicator that we're going to be continuing down in this trend. So we're going to be going down. And I don't know how much lower can we go because we've been in this bear market for a very long time now. People are getting tired. They're trying to shake out all the weak hands. And here on the channel, we don't have weak hands. We have diamond hands. We're buying in all these dips and we're holding and staking until the bull market. And obviously we're going to be taking profits at at reasonable levels. And for the targets to the upside, we can't really set those up right now. We were thinking that this was our bottom, but $877 was roughly our target. For now, that's invalidated because we are losing our June bottom. So we were presuming that the June bottom was maybe our actual bottom, but we need to wait for the bottom to be printed. We need to start breaking above major resistance levels, and then we can set up a Fibonacci retracement and have those targets to the upside. For example, if we bottom out at $20 here, let me set up this fib for you, just an example. If we bottom out at $20, our target is going to be $984. which I still think is possible for us to achieve. If you want to be a bit more conservative, you can use this high, and then you have the 1.272, the 1.414, and the 1.618 as your targets. The 1.618, for example, would be sitting at $794. So there are different ways you can do this if you want to stay a bit more conservative, but all of this doesn't matter as of right now because we are still in this massive downtrend. Until we bottom out, there's nothing to say about, targets to the upside. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know if you're still bullish on Egld, on Multiverse X. I really like what they're doing, and I think $800 is going to be a very, very possible price. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.